Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton is accustomed to winning. He says anyone that's been around me knows how much I want to win. The goal, first and foremost, is helping change this culture for the better. I'm here for a reason, to make an impact. To go in the right direction, I've got to be a vocal leader and just have fun playing basketball. Kevin?
Well, D.A., clearly he wants to make his mark. Thanks for that report. Here's a look at some of the stats for OG Anunoby.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Halliburton is out there with Morant. Then it's OG Anunoby. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, Simmons is out there with Bridges. Then there's Garland. Then it's Green. And it's Brown in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Outside, Simmons. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
A nice bit of muscle from Simmons there, pushing through the contact and finishing strong.
Jokic sets the screen for Morant. And that one, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Bridges. His last outing, he had 24 points. Brown finds Green. Nets passing it around. Clock at 6. Tries from 10. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Morant passes to Jokic. Shoots over Brown. Jokic, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Morant with the steal. Halliburton outside to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Pass to Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Halliburton drives in, and it goes down 2 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The pass to Simmons. Here's Garland. Brown with a screen on Morant. There's Garland. Goes back up. And the layup good by Brown. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
Count it.
And that mid-range jumper, a big asset for Jokic. Draws defenders away from the bucket and gets them the spacing they need.
Now, here's Green. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Garland looking it over. Anunoby against Simmons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Both free throws good from Morant.
The 2020 Rookie of the Year, John Morant, went to a mid-major, overlooked out of high school. Ja exploded that sophomore season and went from a relative unknown to second overall pick in the draft. An incredible underdog story.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
That's good from Simmons.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Morant kicks to Jokic. Anunoby passes to Morant. And here's Jokic. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Brown. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
Simmons with it. 5 points in the game. They kick it out to Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, this is the go-to shot for Danny Green. So good in his pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot.
Jokic with his screen on Garland. Morant finds Jokic. Now Anunoby. Passes it to Jokic. Over Garland. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Halliburton against Green. Jokic with his screen on Green. Jokic inside. Rebounded by the Nets. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Now here's Morant. 12 points his last outing. Here's Green. Kicks it to Bridges. Brown outside. He dishes it to Garland. 5 to shoot. Over Jokic. Garland with the bucket.
Who says the mid-range is dead? If the defense gives it, Darius Garland will take it.
Jokic sets the screen for Morant. Jokic passes to Anunoby. Jokic with it. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And they try to stonewall Jokic, but he's not having it. He's just fearless going up inside.
Pass to Green. It's deflected. Bridges kicks to Green. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Brooklyn.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. A lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Sometimes when a guy is the 46th pick, as Danny Green was back in 2009, he can become an afterthought. But what does he go out and do? In just his 5th NBA season, he wins a championship with the Spurs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Brown. Okashevsky's come in for Ben Simmons. Heald's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Mills in for Garland. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Good work defensively by Millsap. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against Washington. Pass to Washington. Here's Connaughton. Millsap left side. Back to Connaughton. Over Green. And it's Connaughton missing. Nets leading by 4. Green up on top. 9 points in the game so far. Down low. And the rejection by Giannis. Millsap finds Giannis. Now here's Maxey. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Giannis. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Hield. Last game he had 12. Hield with a screen on Antetokounmpo. 9 feet out. Here's Green. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And here's Washington outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After the basket by Brooklyn. To the middle. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Inside, Millsap with the steal. The pass to Maxey. Takes it from 10. That's good on the jump shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mills dishes to Hield. Feeds to Bamba. Now here's Mills. Not a lot of room. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Maxey. Covered by Bamba. Maxey passes to Giannis. Here's the 3. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 5.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Hield. No points in the game yet for him. Over Maxey. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Connaughton. Brooklyn with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one, but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Now, here's Washington. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
and keeping the defense honest. Every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
Green kicks to Mills. They need this. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Mills.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Washington with it, working on Green, and it's Washington missing. Now Bamba still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hield outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we know, the great ones make those around them better. That's certainly the case with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm a lot more comfortable. It's because my teammates trust me. My team trusts me to make the right play. And, you know, late in the game, I'm just trying to make the right play. That can be a pass. That can be a shot. But that's my mindset down the stretch.
Not predetermined. He's reading the defense and then responding accordingly.
Well, it starts with getting downhill. The defense has to build a wall to keep him away from the rim.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Really impressed with their post play so far.
Yeah, we've seen them burying their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. A good first half for them in that department.
Darius Garland is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Simmons in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Well, as you recall, Doris, there was a fair amount of criticism leading into the play-in tournament. But that quickly dissipated.
It did, Kevin. And the reason it did is because the play-in tournament is the closest we can replicate what happens at the end of the college basketball season when they get into that tournament that everybody loves. The fact of the matter is you've got a 48-minute game that is going to either advance or end somebody's season, and that kind of drama is so captivating.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, "I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite." Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Now, Morant, after Darius Garland missing on that last 3-pointer. Back to Jokic. Anunoby in the corner. Hield against Halliburton. Over Hield, and it's Halliburton missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Hield against Halliburton. Passes it to Brown. Over Jokic. And it's Brown missing. Minnesota in the lead. Jokic a screen. Morant passes to Antetokounmpo to the inside. And they pick up 2. 8 points for Jokic.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Hield with the bucket.
And smart decision by Hill. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
Garland against Morant. A baseline J, and it's blocked by Brown. Garland against Morant. Swiped it away. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 5 now.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Morant passes to Jokic. And here is Anunoby. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Brown. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Halliburton against Hield. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Morant with a wide open look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Outside, Simmons. He takes it in, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Giannis dunks it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now Morant, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. It's Morant with the drive. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Garland against Morant. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Garland.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for Simmons. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 21 points per, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Hield against Halliburton. Hield kicks to Simmons. And it's in there. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
Here's Jokic. And too long on the shot.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Hield the pass to Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded. And you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
The first free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Brown. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Washington's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
And he makes the first. Washington hits them both. Nets trail by 10. Simmons feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Minnesota's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game, and the basket is good.
And he makes the tough pass look easy, but he also, with that vision, always going to find the open man.
Now here's Hield. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Bridges shot, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Halliburton. A 29-point game for him in the win against Washington. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And there's the pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. Garland against Morant. The drive by Simmons. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Nets making a change here. Mills is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Pat Connaughton comes in for OG Anunoby. And Maxey subbed in for Halliburton. Now here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Morant outside. There's a screen by Washington. Morant with it. Bridges covering. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons passes to Garland. Driving in. Can't hit that one.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Simmons inside. He's covered by Washington. Minnesota leading by 10. He kicks to Morant. Stolen by Garland. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Mills. Down low. And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant surveying the D.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Garland kicks to Bamba. Bridges up top. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Morant outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Mills. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Garland dishes to Bamba. Bridges up top. Millsap covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line.
Take a break.
At about
Take
76.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Okashevsky's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Garland. Now here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Here's Washington. Okashevsky grabs the miss. And it's Mills with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 10-point game. Bridges finds Green. Bridges outside. Back to Green. Mills passes to Bridges. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got his third basket of the night right there.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
It's Morant with the drive.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Mills. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging about 19 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the
Take a
right
break.
decision,
Take a break.
and then go right
2
after
shots.
the action he wants.
Free throw good. Mills. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And here's Mills for three. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Now here's Mills. Guarded by Morant. Mills can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Mills can't hit.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Right here.
Here's Maxey. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey there, everybody. How hard is it to stay motivated when you're... Now, I know we want to talk about Ja Morant. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nets trail by 14. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball.
Get through.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Antetokounmpo. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Brown sets a screen for Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for him.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? He's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
Both free throws good from Garland. Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 16. Brown trying to free himself up. Yes, that goes in. Simmons got 18 points in the game.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Morant against Green. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And, Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
And here is Green after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple.
Well, Danny Green, absolutely fearless. You can make a three, I can do the same.
Halliburton against Green. Halliburton kicks to Giannis. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Anunoby has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Back to Simmons. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Morant. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing. So he comes up empty at the line. Timberwolves leading by 12. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Simmons. And he drives in. Can't cash in from close range. Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Grant and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, Giannis is such a handful on the offensive end. You know, teams have no choice but to foul him.
And it is hard because Giannis knows how to create contact. And refs have started to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Take a break.
He'll be getting double-digit free throw attempts for a long time.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Morant. Nets trail by 14. Pass to Simmons. Now Garland, guarded by Morant. Brown sets a screen for Garland with the drive.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Here's Morant after Ben Simmons' bucket. Over to the left wing. Here's Jokic, up and in on the layup. Jokic has got 13.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Brown finds Green. Takes it inside. Rebound, Minnesota. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Now here's Simmons. 22 points for him. Shoots over Anunoby. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 24.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Morant. And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
That's just tremendous focus from the young guy, Darius Garland. Takes the punishment, figures out how to score it.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Now, they've consistently drilled that mid-range jumper as well, and that's really opened things up for them.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Brown. Free throw good, Garland. Timberwolves leading by 13. Halliburton for three. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Darius Garland missing his last shot to the right side. Morant kicks to Jokic. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Anunoby, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 18. Bridges dishes to Garland. Back to Bridges. Green finds Simmons. Shoots over Anunoby. No good off the back of the rim.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now, here's Jokic. Anunoby, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Brooklyn making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Simmons. Kokoszewski's come in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Garland. Now here's Mills. He's got 6. Here's Bamba for 3. Bridges. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And here's Giannis from outside. They get it back. Nets trail by 20. Hield outside. Here he goes. And it's sent back by Jokic. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. And Washington subbed in for Anunoby. Mills passes to Bridges. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
In that game against Portland, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Mills looking it over. There's a screen. There's the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 11. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Halliburton's got 8 points here in this quarter. Mills passes to Pokusevski. Back to Mills. Bamba sets a screen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Mills. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Got us a screen on Hield. And Halliburton slams it in.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Bridges passes to Hield. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Morant. Can't connect from 13 feet out. To the middle. Bridges kicks to Mills. Hield from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Washington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. Shot clock at 5. Good work defensively by Millsap. Minnesota leading by 19. Now here's Morant for 3. Bridges with the board.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Bamba setting the pick for Bridges. Plays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 11 points.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And they double up Morant. Halliburton in the corner. Screen by Giannis. It's stolen by Hield. .157 left to play here in the 3rd. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Giannis.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Halliburton passes to Morant. Now here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Mills. Giannis dishes to Millsap. And he gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And a gifted interior scorer. Millsap just plays within himself and understands when to take the shot.
And Mills kicks to Hield. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 7.
Ooh, finally hitting 1 from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
There's the pass to Bridges. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bamba against Millsap. Kicks to Morant. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Halliburton missing. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And playing 4 years of college often hurts your draft status, but it got Hield ready for the NBA. And by his second year, he's one of the team's best starters.
First free throw is good.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves leading by 16. Halliburton outside. The dish to Millsap. He kicks it to Morant. And they double up Morant. Takes a three. P.J. Washington, and that's good. Washington's got 9.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Driving the lane. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Timberwolves shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Brown out there with Simmons. Then it's Green. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Hield in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Morant. Shoots over Garland. And it's Morant missing. Outside, Simmons. And that one is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Morant. Here's Jokic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And just a couple years ago, Doris, it seemed, didn't it, like bigs were a dying breed in the NBA? Then last season, 2 of the top MVP candidates were centers.
There was so much conversation that true 5 men, the center position, was no longer in vogue. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid were neck and neck for long stretches of the season. Both 5 men, both highly skilled. To me, it's always about, can you play the game or can you not play the game? And those 2 men, they can play.
Al Simmons following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Passes to Brown. And that one drops for him.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Halliburton in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Nets trailed by 18. Garland the pass to Green. Brown sets a screen for Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll calls.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant passes to Washington. Pass to Jokic. Out left to the wing. Now here's Morant for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his third assist on the night. Here's Simmons. That one goes in. Simmons got 12 points here in the second half. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And they double up Morant. Halliburton for three. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Brown. Morant against Garland. From deep, Green. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that one's good, Morant.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Here's Green. Following the basket by John Morant. It's the Nets now. 19-point game. And Simmons kicks to Brown. Garland against Morant. Garland the pass to Simmons. 4 on the clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Drives to the hoop. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Hield.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Now, here's Garland. Outside, Simmons. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Morant outside. And the pass to Jokic. Now, Anunoby. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now, Anunoby. After the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. Morant finds Jokic to the wing right side. Here's Anunoby. He can't get that one. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Anunoby against Garland. And he lays it straight in. Garland's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Pass to Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about taking the contact on the way up? Jokic doesn't shy away from an aggressive defense.
You know, Doris, the debate about what makes someone an MVP is always interesting. In your mind, and you're a voter, what are the qualities of an MVP-worthy player?
You know, Kevin, one of the things that fascinated me about the most recent MVP selection was some of the slander sent at Nikola Jokic. And I think it had everything to do with him not passing the eye test. And by that, I mean he didn't have eye-popping athleticism. but he was my runaway choice for MVP because he is so highly skilled and he is so valuable to what they do on the offensive end of the floor. He has vision. He has the ability to score the basketball in the paint and outside the paint. He can manipulate defenses because of his high basketball IQ. It was such a fascinating conversation, and what a worthy MVP for Nikola Jokic.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam?
Pass to Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Morant against Garland. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Now here's Green. Bridges outside. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Bridges outside. Pass to Garland. 6 to shoot. The Nets working the ball around now. From the arc. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Halliburton with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Halliburton missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Bridges kicks to Garland. Over Morant. Off the left rim and out.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Anunoby passes to Giannis. Halliburton outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Halliburton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
And when Sacramento took Tyrese Halliburton 12th overall in the 2020 draft, they expected him to contribute right away. And Tyrese delivered, winning NBA Rookie of the Month in his first 2 months in the league.
And he makes the first. Such a calming influence on the floor. Halliburton plays, Greg, way older than his age.
And remember, Halliburton spent 2 years in college. Most of the time we see one-and-done guys, but that second year can do wonders for your career. I stayed for the full 4 years, and that extra experience went a long way.
You know, Doris, we see a lot of retired NBA players getting into ownership. Now there is some talk of current players getting some equity in teams. You see that happening?
You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Kevin. What I love is retired players getting involved, whether it's Grant Hill, now Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. They want to be in positions of ownership, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I do think I'd rather see current players just lock in on their careers than get involved in investing in current teams. Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
The pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Garland. Passes it to Green. The three. Rebound Minnesota. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And they double up Giannis. Jokic. And it's blocked by Brown. Outside Garland. Pass to Simmons. Into the lane. From about 19 feet. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves leading by 20. Jokic finds Morant. Anunoby with it. Guarded by Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
First one falls for him.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. The Nets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Simmons. They swipe it. Garland against Morant. Pass to Jokic. Back to Morant. Antetokounmpo finds Anunoby. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Mills, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Washington comes in for OG Anunoby. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Halliburton. And Maxey subbed in for Ja Morant. Simmons dishes to Bridges. Nets passing it around. Now the pass to Simmons. Back to Garland. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Mills from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Now, here's Maxey. Over to the wing. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. And here's Washington outside. Outside, Simmons. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For